Hello again and welcome back everybody to another edition of the Rural Report. I am your Rural 2IC and today we are going to jump straight into the daily headlines report for today. There was a lot, and by a lot I mean a ton, and actually while I'm recording this I'm watching it stroll across my phone as it just continually keeps coming in. Right before I finished up my notes and came to sit down, I was at officially 0 on different notifications, and I just saw one come up there. I'm at 127 new ones. So uh, I'm going to try and be kind of quick. I may do a second video tonight. I don't know. I may roll into tomorrow's video, but let's jump straight into this one. All right. So a couple of data points is first, Japan gets hit with yet another earthquake, this time registering as a 6.0. So a lot of earthquake activity over there. Just data point, keep that in mind. Next, the Swedish military and the Minister of Civil Defense have both come out with statements urging that the citizens start preparing for a possible war. And they released similar statements saying that people need to start prepping for food and water, start contacting their employer, figuring out if war breaks out, do I still come to work? How does that affect the work schedule? They were telling you to talk to the schools and different things. So that went from 0 to wow very, very quickly. So again, data point. And this is something that you want to keep in mind too, because what happens overseas might play out here. And so you can take that situation and see how they deal with things like that. You can use that to kind of war game. You're sitting at home, it's a rainy Friday night and you have nothing to do. Here you go. What happens if you have some sort of, United States officials come out and say, hey, everybody start prepping up. What would you do? Use that to your advantage. All right, next. And again, this is in no particular order because I had no time to try and put these in order. Israel has reportedly killed a top commander of Hezbollah. This was with a drone strike. This one is quite interesting because there's a lot of people posting screenshots of social media responses to this story, and it basically kind of translates now into these top people are getting taken out one by one, and they're basically saying, hey, Nasrallah, the ball's in your court. What are you going to do for that? And so this is why I wanted to put this in here. This is a data point because the people are going to support a leader who is going to lead. And if you keep getting your people picked off and you don't do anything about it, the people, are going to take their support somewhere else. So this kind of backs somebody like that into a corner, and we all know what happens when that happens. So data point over there. Next one. Actually, we're going to skip that one. To a certain degree, France prime minister resigns. Macron appoints a new person. There's more into that. It's just into the weird thing of they were more concerned about the titles of the person than the actual are they the right person for the job. It says first person with long hair sort of nonsense. So we're going to skip that one. Yemen has sent out a warning to the UAE. Now, this is very interesting because now what they're doing is they're claiming that the UAE is hiring mercenaries to start targeting ships and then blame it on the Houthis. Now, the Houthis and Yemen are not happy about this. I haven't seen anything. This kind of just claims at the moment. I haven't seen any proof or evidence of this. But they basically said that they need to stop immediately. Don't do that, because if it does go through that one of these mercenaries targets a ship and then tries to shift blame that hey, it was actually these guys. Their statement was quite clear and concise, saying that the UAE will not survive the strike retaliation. So everybody's kind of threatening and posturing over there. we'll wait and see what happens on that one. Next is it looks like the Polish truckers have joined in with the German protest. There was an awful lot of people out there. I mean, you're talking thousands of farm equipment, trucks, vehicles, and all that. So the German protest is growing. I believe tomorrow the rail is supposed to join in the protest. So it's just getting bigger and bigger as the day goes by for the week. So it's something to keep your eye on. It's the people over there are not happy. Next is the leader of North Korea, everybody's favorite, Kim Jong Un, has come out and made a statement saying that South Korea is indeed a sworn enemy and that North Korea will not try to avoid a war. So, strong statement, strong words, but we all know how he likes the spotlight. So, we'll wait and see. Is this just another North Korea typical statement, or are they actually kind of meaning business? We'll see. Next, the Israeli Ministry of Health came out and issued a immediate order for all the hospitals and clinics in the northern part of Israel to immediately get prepared for taking in and receiving thousands of injured people. So, is something about to happen, or what's going on? Is this just a posturing, or is this just a little deception move? Hey, look over here when we're actually over there. Don't know. So, but that was posted. It is indeed real. That did actually happen. So, another one of those. I want to sit on our hands and wait and see what comes of it. Okay, so to round out what happened, and this is what is blowing my phone up, is Ecuador. Okay, and I'm sure that a lot of you probably either know about it or you're going, what in the world's going on in Ecuador? Okay, so the Ecuadorian president has declared a state of emergency. And why, you ask? Would they be doing that? They haven't really been in the news or anything, so what's going on down there? Well, they're having drug cartel problems. Now, one of the things that is all over social media is different videos of these cartels that actually stormed and took over the major news TV station while they were alive. They continued to, post all these videos where they took everybody hostage. I mean, had all sorts of weapons and everything, got everybody down on the floor. They did post to where the police and army went in, retook over control of the building. They did do some arrests and some other things, but that's not where it stops. Because I'm sure you'd be like, okay, well, some people went in, took over a building, it's taken back over. Why? What's going on? That's just the beginning. So next, as that was kind of folding or kind of going down, that that building was getting taken back over. More of these cartel members invaded the biggest university. Okay, so this got social media by storm. You saw pictures and videos of the students and faculty members all running around. You heard gunfire. You saw different pictures and videos of the students and faculty barricading themselves in. There was reports of injury and of worse there. While that was unfolding, it continued that they hit a school and several other buildings. So this is still very, very new, breaking. Everything is going on as we speak. I mean, I'm watching, it's just flashing. There's 50 more that just come across. So, but one of the last things I did see is that it escalated from a state of emergency to actually declaring martial law. They posted all the different rules for the martial law between, I think it was like 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. There's absolutely no movement outside of a building whatsoever. There's all sorts of different things. I was going to post it, but I decided against it kind of last minute. But the thing that I found interesting is that there was a kind of a quote-ish statement put out by the Ecuadorian president, who immediately they are going to put out a pardon for all police and soldiers for any event that they have to do their job. So if that's not a license to kill, I don't know what is. So he's not messing around when it comes to this. Again, we're at the mercy of social media and official news. What's going on down there? I'm not down there. I've never been to Ecuador. Don't ever plan on going to Ecuador. So I just got to get secondhand information, try and sift through as much as I can and make up my own mind. Um, if this is a drug cartel, which it looks like that. I mean, it's very easy to go find. So you guys can, if you're interested in this, go look it up, come up with your own conclusions. For me, this does look like what it seems to be coming out. That's a drug cartel, um, and it's good to see them cracking down and basically no prisoners. You're going to come out and do this? No, and so. A+ from me to him. So, all right, so let's go to the home front because there's a lot that happened here. Now this one's a little weird. Um, so officials from the NTSB have stated that both of the flight recorders from the Alaskan Airlines. So if you remember that story, that's where the Alaskan Airlines took off. The panel flew out mid-flight while they were like 16,000 feet up. Had to make an emergency landing, all that stuff. Well, they took both of those flight recorders and they sent them to a lab in DC where all of a sudden somebody left them on and they were mistakenly, all the data was overwritten and there's nothing on them. So, is it possible that's what happened? Yeah, it's possible. This is how conspiracy theories are born, okay? Because that's just plain stupidity. And I don't even know what to say about any of that. I mean, I can already see it. This is all going to be, they're covering up, all that. So, yeah, be on the lookout for all the theories on what really happened there. All right. So, yesterday there was a huge amount of pro Palestine stuff all over the country. And just to go over a couple of them. So, this one doesn't go over very well with me. The pro-Palestine protesters, armed with spray paint, nonetheless, took to the best thing, I guess, that they can do, which is vandalism. And they did it at the LA National Cemetery. And for those of you that's not familiar with that, that's where about 85,000 U.S. soldiers from World War One, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, and other wars are buried. Um, yeah, I of all things to go into the face, these people gave their all, and let them be in peace. Yeah, yeah, that tips me. I don't like it, and it's not a thing of I'm triggered or anything like that. It's just I don't understand it, so I'm going to let it go. Uh, but they were all over the country. So another Free Palestine group shut down 3 major bridges in New York. That caused a little bit of a chaos and traffic jam up there. And then some other pro-Palestine protesters ended up getting themselves arrested while they were trying to storm the tarmac in Dallas. And this was apparently as Air Force One was en route to be landing there, so probably not a smart move on their part. But hey, that's one of my favorite sayings: "Play stupid games, you win a stupid prize." So they won all right. Um, let's switch over to we talked about Air Force One, so let's talk about the White House, where an unauthorized vehicle crashed into, I think it was the northwestern gates of the White House. Uh, Not a whole lot about it. I know that they said there was some suspicious package and some other things. I don't see a whole lot into it. It just looks like somebody took a car, hit the fence, No explosions, no anything to detain the guy. Uh, if anything else more pops about it, we'll come back and revisit it. But for now, it doesn't look like anything, but it does something. I want to put a little pin in it just in case. And you know what? Let's circle back to New York, where some chaos did break out, which, surprise, surprise, in New York City, where they discovered some underground tunnels. Now, again, this is going to be where conspiracy theories are going to come and be born here. There is tons of rumors coming out about this. I saw a whole bunch of things that these were discovered and they were going to fill them with cement, and the Jewish people, because this was under, I think it was a synagogue, that they weren't happy that they were going to be filled in and some wouldn't come out of the tunnels, and there was going to be some arrests, which some did get arrested, and they were pulling all sorts of stuff out and just left, right, and center. Again, we're going to probably have to wait to see what actually comes out, as official narrative on this one. But we will see. Now, I did have somebody reach out to me about this and immediately went into the trafficking area. I don't think so. My personal opinion. This just doesn't look like that. This looks like something different. Now, I could be wrong. I very well could be wrong. I'm not there. I'm not seeing things firsthand. I have no clue. But from what it is, it doesn't look like it to me. But we'll wait and see. Maybe we'll come back and revisit that one. They did release the official narrative on the Secretary of Defense, Mr. Austin, and apparently the new official narrative is that he was being treated for prostate cancer. So, okay, there you go. That's why all of that happened and whatnot. There's a lot more to go down on that road and down that tunnel, but we're going to park it there for a moment and wait for some other things to unfold before maybe we take another look in that direction. But again, data point. All right, so there was some weather that went on. I saw a bunch of rain, a bunch of snow, some other things. The big thing is the things in Florida. I saw there was a lot of tornadoes. Ryan Hall was live last night covering a lot of that. If you guys don't know who Ryan Hall is, I encourage you to go check him out for all the major weather stuff. Great guy, helps out the community, probably more accurate than your local weather guy. So I fully support him. But I did get somebody that sent me some pictures and videos that was in Panama City, and there was a lot of destruction and different things down there. So prayers for all those down there in Panama City and down there in Florida that were affected. So, and then I did have some of you reach out and send me some other stuff. There was a event that happened here in Ohio. Since that's close to home, I have actual people with boots on the ground kind of sending me things, as well as some of you. I'm still doing some research on that, so we'll wait until I get further into it. And then I had some another one of you send me some stuff, as I asked for, about yesterday, about the explosion that happened in the hotel down there in Texas. I had full on intentions of really doing a deep dive in there. All this Ecuador stuff kind of it happened, and so it kind of took a little bit of a priority. But I do have all the links and all the different things that you guys have sent me, so I will be getting into that, because there's a lot of dots to connect, and there's some things not making sense down there. So I will, anytime you guys send me stuff, I always look at it. I always respond and different things like that. So I don't think that I'm ignoring you. Just certain things, happened and took a little bit of a precedence, but yeah, I appreciate it. You guys. You reach out to me all the time with all sorts of things. So if you guys have intel, or you guys have something you want me to take a look at, or any questions, comments, concern, anything like that, you guys have my email. It's listed at the beginning of every single video. You can go down into the description section of every single video, not lives, not shorts or anything, but every single video. And you can get my P.O. box if you want to send me something. You can get my email address if you want to send me something, through there. You can send me links. You can send me videos. I will ask though that uh, try not to send me. I had one person a long time ago try and send me like this 3 hour thing, and as much as I love to do that, it's really difficult to try and stop everything that I'm doing for the channel and for personal and sit down for 3 hours straight. So, uh, it's good to send me a link or a headline or ask me a question or things like that. And I will do everything I can to get back to you, study up on it, give you some sort of response. If there's something that you want everybody to know, let me know that it's for everybody. If it's something that's just between you and me, let me know that it's between you and me. So that way, I will keep it just between us. And then second thing is if you email me or send me something in the mail, put down how I know you, please, because usually your handles and things like that are different. So when I know you as Bob1234 on YouTube here, and all of a sudden I get Billy Smith, goes, "Hey, it's me," and I'm like, I don't know. So if you could do that to help me out, so that way I can put two and two together, it helps on my end. So. All right, guys, that is what I've got for you today. We're going to be doing a lot more networking. That's kind of my goal for this year is I really want to network and help some other people out. I want to get people, in front of you guys that I think do justice and provide really good information. So we're going to continue to network. Still building some things. I got some good content that I'm working on. I am still working on the seed exchange. So I probably need a few more days before I get everything hammered out. Maybe we'll talk about it tomorrow in the live stream just to fill things out and so I can get your intake on a few last little strings that need to be attached. So, all right, there you go. I'm closing the book. That's what I've got for you guys. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your Tuesday with me. And I love you guys. You guys are amazing. I can't believe that you guys, stick with it and hang in there with me. So, all right. I hope you guys are all well and healthy, and everybody is good in your family. So, stay tuned. More information to come. Say it with me now. Above everything else, remember to remain united, because we're all prepping in this together.